before we proceed with this video, I understand it might be a little bit too long for some of you. So if you were to scroll down, take a look at the description, and you will see I have provided chapters. If you just want to skip ahead to the likes of all the collection continuations, maybe you only care about the likes of all the weapons and tool skins, just look in the description, scroll down, consider using the chapters, you can skip ahead, I provided the option. And with that, good day, Ruskin enjoyers. I hope you're doing alright, because it's time for the Rust Workshop skin checks. Yes, over the past weekend, and as a Monday, we've had a lovely batch of skins being submitted. Here's a little teaser of all of that. Very nice, very cool. Right, so you're probably sitting there wondering, okay, Hedge, what's going on? What's the focus of the video? Well, sit back, relax, I'll explain. So, with all of these potential collection continuations, if they were to be accepted in future Rust stores, we tend to see the pre-existing skins from the same collection having a bit of a spike in demand, spike in price. So what we'll do is we'll find and talk about all the collection continuations today. We'll look at SCM to APP to help us visualize. Is it looking good to consider investing into those collections if we feel confident the collection continuations will be accepted? Understood? We're looking at it with a financial perspective. We're in the hunt to identify sweet, delicious investments to make some sweet, delicious profits. It's as simple as that. So, you're probably sitting there wondering, how did you manage to get all of those skins in a nice, presentable manner? Well, I have a followed authors list, and if you want one as well, please consider looking at the top right corner of this video right now. A special card will have appeared. If you were to click it, it will navigate you to a video which will showcase to you the various different ways in which you can build up your own followed authors list. So if you want to consider getting that set up, look in the top right corner once again. Cool, right. So before we proceed to discuss all the newest skins, I should point out there is a new top picks list right here from TGG. No video this week, unfortunately. Hope everything's all right. But yeah, we did discuss these skins the previous week, but I think some probably didn't make it to his list. And please remember, that German guy, every single week, he'll review all the skins. He'll make sure there's no copyright issues. He'll make sure all the skins are of the quality standard to be accepted. And then this list gets put towards the likes of Face Punch, and then they'll pick their skins to Rust stores in the future. So consider giving that a good look. Very nice. You might spot some new people that have been added. So consider, adding more people to your followed authors list. You get the idea by now. So yeah, hopefully everything will be right, and we'll see another video next week. Right. So of course, don't forget we'll be using SCM to APP to help us visualize and get a good idea if it's okay to jump into investing into certain things and whatnot. And here is the batch of skins. This week there's quite a bit less. There's only 88 skins that are submitted this week. Sincere apologies if I've missed anyone, but please remember, I don't necessarily want to show every single skin that was submitted. My main focus is, finances. My main focus is trying to make investments and whatnot. I show off all the skins out of trying to be fair to everyone, but of course I discuss the skins that potentially could make us some sweet, delicious profits a little bit more. The collection continuations. So I would only want to look at skins that are of the actual quality standard to be accepted into Rust stores. So if you're like a brand new person, please understand, I'm sure you get the idea. So I'm looking for things that could compete and make a potential chance in getting accepted into Rust stores. I'm sure you understand by that. I'm trying to be very nice and straightforward about it. Cool. So, if you want to get the collection for this, if you want to get the link to the collection, look in the description. It should always be in the top of the description. So feel free to go quickly grab that. If you want to go through all of that in your own time, you're more than welcome to do so. Or if you want to sit back and relax and listen to Hedge yap for about an hour and a half discussing all of these skins, well, sit back and relax. Let's get started. Let's start talking about the likes of all of these deployables. First up, what do we have here? It's a pizza machine. It's a pizza vending machine. Produced by Mishka and Demon. There's a bit of a problem with this. Can you spot it? I'll give you 5 seconds. Right. Can you spot the problem with this vending machine? Very testy. Right, I'm sure he could quickly fix that. It doesn't seem like it'll be too much of a problem, but yeah, that happened. So, other than that, it's a vending machine that produces pizza. I ain't complaining. If it tastes good, it can be testy as much as it wants to be, alright? So, cool idea, straightforward, nothing wrong with that. There's only one image to take a look at them, unfortunately. I'm sure there will be more in the future. But I will sit here and say this. If you happen to really like the design of a skin, by all means, go to the comments section. Go provide some nice words. Go keep them nice and motivated to keep wanting to put out nice creative ideas in the future. Maybe their spelling might improve a fair bit. Please understand, all skin creators aren't necessarily from English-speaking countries and whatnot, so I'm sure you understand. But if you happen to not really like a skin that much, but you have a very clear reason as to why not consider offering some constructive feedback? Be nice, concise, and straight to the point. And hey, if those skins aren't accepted, maybe the skin creator will read into what you've said, and maybe they'll incorporate that into a version 2. In the future, they'll upload it. Maybe that gets accepted. You help them out. It's as simple as that. So the options are available to you. And if you really happen to like a pizza vending machine, please consider voting yes or no. best of luck to you too. And I have to try my best and not say vote yes or no throughout the rest of the video. We tried to do that last week, but you get the idea. When I say show your support, consider voting yes or no. Sounds good? I know I'm going to still do it. It's it's ingrained in my head too much. Right, let's start talking about rug skins. Right, so we got a lovely batch of creative ideas. First up, we have the Fractured Memories rug, produced by Hemic, Wagan, and Sir Q. Now, I actually looked at this in-game. It looks very nice, it looks very cool, but there was a pretty interesting idea that someone suggested that I did pass on to these guys. If it weren't to be accepted, right, we might see a sequel of this in the future. I'll explain a little bit more in a second, but yeah, get a good look at that. It's a broken mirror, and yeah, when the time changes and whatnot, it does kind of change the style and whatnot. It does like reflect a bit, not brilliantly, but it does reflect a bit. So the idea was, when it was night time, it should have glowed and a ghost would appear. And Himic really liked it, but he said I'll probably save that for Halloween. Hey, I mean, looks cool, it's fine, but it's not necessarily a rug, is it? It's more of a decoration. Regardless, if you like what you see there, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you three. Let's see how that turns out. And I can confirm that does not glow. There is only one version, doesn't glow, so we'll see what happens in the future. Best of luck to you three. Right, what do we have here? It's a bouncy wall. So, what do you call bouncy castles in your country? Bounce houses or moon bouncers or something in America. I don't fully know all the terms all for that, but yeah, obviously it's supposed to be like a soft play bounce house, bouncy castle. Bouncy wall rug, produced by Oasis and Schumer. If you like the idea, if you want to turn your base into a fun... When I was younger, we always just tried to tip them. It was fun. Anyway, so yeah, I guess you can have fun in your base with the bouncy walls. If you like what you see, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you two. Let's move on to the next skins. Okay, right, so again, you know, considering that we've looked what we looked at so far, would you consider that to be a rug? I mean, as a goofy sort of idea? Yeah, I mean, it still could. Hey, I got a manhole on my base. Don't open it up. You might fall into the sewers. But yeah, no ROM lifter. Nothing too wrong with that. I should point out there's a second version with some transparency. You can, if you really want to try and open it up, you can quickly, stick your fingers through there and pull it out. But yeah, pretty cool idea. Nothing too wrong with that. So if you like what you see, consider showing your support. And best of luck to you two. And for last, what do we see? Again... Is that a rug? I mean, you could probably sit there and say, oh yeah, it's like a novelty towel. Sure, why not? So yeah, Mr. Kaiden with a pretty interesting looking design here. We have the Rust Comics issue #1. So I sit here and say this, Kaiden, if this were to be accepted, you should do like a Rust Comics Deployables series where it goes through issue 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So if that works out, you have to do that now. That's how you got to stay committed, right? So cool idea. Let's see what progresses from here. If you like what you see, consider showing your support. Pretty cool, interesting approach. Don't think we've seen anything like that before. So best of luck to you, sir. Let's move on. Right, so what do we have going on here? We have a sleeping bag, and then we got these two interesting collection continuations to discuss in a minute. But first up, let's hop into here. I've noticed quite a lot of this because I guess it's June, so I guess everyone's, enjoying all of these colours now. I mean, sure. Alright then, so if we get nice and comfy in this rainbow sleeping bag, or share it with someone, who knows, well, best of luck to the likes of these two. If you enjoy it, consider showing your support, so best of luck to you two. Then we have something we were pretty much expecting. I mean, to be honest with you, we didn't know what we were going to see, but this is what Duck decided on. We have Neon Storage Small Meds. Okay, that's fine. I was hoping to see something newer, but he probably already had a plan for what he wanted to roll out, so that's fine. He has been provided ideas. Trust me, I could go to the comment section right now and they're probably still offering more ideas. So, hey, I'm fine with that. We'll see what happens next. So, regardless, if you're feeling optimistic for these small neon storages, I said it before and I'll say it again, it doesn't matter. No matter what comes out, so as long as we see more neon storages being accepted, yes, the pre-existing ones are expected to keep the momentum up and the prices should still hold. So as I go over to here, currently right now in the Rust store we have the Neon Small Food Storage, looking very nice right there, currently sitting at 34,000 subscribers. Now, it's not selling as much, it's definitely not got a strong momentum compared to the fuel storage, but it's still a lot. Like, it's still a lot. And I still believe that's going to get close to 40,000 subscribers. So if you go to the previous week, we can see where the fuel storage ended up at. Fuel storage is currently sitting there, 46,486 subscribers. In theory, please understand this, SCMM.app cannot see every single account. involved with Rust. Cannot see every single inventory. So I will sit here and say, I fully believe there's probably about 60,000 of these in circulation. Wouldn't be surprised in the slightest. Now, if we quickly go look at it on the Steam market, it will work, don't worry, it will work. You're going to work for... Oh, thank you. Blessed, blessed Steam page. Right, so we have 265 listings at the moment. But if you can recall, this sold for $1.49. So what happened? Well, the food storage got accepted. And, as I said, it doesn't matter. So as long as we keep seeing more of these small boxes being accepted, the momentum should stay strong. The prices should stay above their Rust ore price. And, yeah, I mean, maybe we'll see the likes of the food storage being exactly the same. So if you're feeling confident, right, if you truly believe, yeah, we're definitely going to get a whole batch of these, in theory, I said this a good few days ago, I reckon we'll probably get maybe 6 to 10 small boxes as a supplementary extra continuation for the Neon Storage Collection. They're selling a lot. People want them. Face Puncher's probably like, I guess we'll just print some money then, you know, it's the summertime, might as well. But you get the idea. So I would like to see some more new ideas, and I know there are newer ideas. We've got like cards, and people have been asking for seeds boxes and whatnot, so we'll see what that amounts to. But I'm pretty sure this is going to keep going. Now, after you've heard that, you're probably thinking, okay, so should I jump in and just try and buy out as many as I can? I'm not going to recommend that to you, because I cannot guarantee that we're definitely going to see continuations. But by all means, with the likes of the food storage right here, that is abnormal. Tomorrow, we'll be looking at all the skins here, except the Furnace. That's the only skin that isn't abnormal. And we will discuss prices that we want to offer for all of these. We're going to do our barders. We're going to look at the abnormal barter support afterwards. Then we'll consider jumping in and making some purchases afterwards. That's the safest way to walk away with some delicious profit. So, that right there, I would still rather do my abnormal barter first. But I will sit here and say things are definitely looking pretty strong for that. Things are pretty, you know, looking pretty strong for the Neon Storage Collection as a whole, but we can only really look at the small boxes because these came out 3 years ago and they're already expensive. So if you're thinking, oh, Hedge, should I go buy some of these? No. They're too expensive, and I don't think they're getting that much of a positive impact from the arrival of these. It's nice to see it continue. It's just, don't assume all of these are going to go up even higher because they're already kind of expensive, and as time goes on, they'll just become more expensive regardless. So, yeah, cool. So, yeah, that was a bit of a yapping session, but regardless, doesn't matter how many of these get listed, it's still doing a very good job staying above its Rust ore price. And who knows, with the influx of more people jumping into play during the summer, maybe all of that gets cleaned out, maybe it goes even higher with more and more skins being accepted. Keep an eye out for Thursday. Rust, so June 4th swipe. Yep, it's this Thursday, yep, for sure. And, yeah, we're probably expecting at least 160,000 peak players this Thursday. And we'll see if we get an average player count of 90,000 like last year's June. June 2023 had like 92,000 average player count. Ridiculous. But that's what we're expecting. So, things are looking optimistic for Ruskins. Need I say any more? Good job there, Dak. Let's see if that amounts to something. I'm pretty sure. Just going to print some more money. That's going to get accepted. Shrug, we'll see. So, best of luck to you then, Mr. Duck. If you like what you see, consider showing your support. Let's roll on. Right, so I should quickly point this out. I, of course, have a Twitter, and I did just upload this. So, here we go, yeah. Shut up, you! I'm the one who's talking. I took a quick look at the likes of various skins over the, over Monday. We're looking at all the newest submissions, and I do show off a whole bunch of deployables in this. Sorry, I didn't mean to. But yeah, one of the skins that we saw was this. And you know what? Funnily enough, this is the only large box skin that was submitted this past weekend. And, that Neon Storage, only the small box. I get the feeling the Neon Storages have kind of scared all the other skin creators from even bothering wanting to do a storage skin. Because they know, well, Neon Storage is most likely going to get accepted. But Falco, Alloy, I mean, they probably don't feel so worried. And very strangely, it's worked out in their favour. There's literally only 2 storages that could get picked potentially out of this, week's batch. And here we are. So this is the Watcher of Doom, continuation of the garage door that we have right here. Of course, also a continuation of the sheet metal door. Now, that sheet metal door, unfortunately, is still down by 29%. That's just sheet metal door skins in general. They don't really tend to hold up very nicely. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. However, more continuations to be accepted. Would that help it out? Yeah, I would imagine. Even the likes of the Shadowborn collection, that sheet metal door did rise up into the positive at one point. However, look at it now, and it actually went back down again. So sheet metal doors are a bit of a problem, but maybe you might consider looking at that garage door instead. $3. It's done 16,200 subscribers, which, I'll be honest with you, is quite a lot. You know, if I were to go over to here and quickly compare that to all the other garage doors, let's just sit here and say this is going to probably do about 18,000 subscribers by Thursday. Hi, subscribers, please. Right, so we're in the upper half, and we'll be around here, in between these two, if this did do 18,000 subs. I mean, it's not terrible, but it is quite a lot, and then you do still have all of these. But the other question is, like, this Watcher of Doom garage door is selling for $3, which is double the price of the standard default price for a garage door. So that's, of course, right now, sitting here in the upper half. And if you just consider this, instead of buying this, I could buy all of these below it instead, alright? So it does kind of make you question everything, like, oh, do I really want that? And if you like, you got to also consider, is everybody in general wanting this? Now, I have Sauron stares at you. Okay, fair enough, you know, you got a pretty cool looking Lord of the Rings reference with the likes of that. So maybe it might work out alright. It's up to you. I personally will sit here and say I'm probably just going to stick with doing a barter tomorrow, because of course that garage door is also abnormal tomorrow. And yeah, I mean, I've seen the large box in game. It does look nice. And well, I should point out, every Monday I'm putting an effort in now where I'll hop into a special server and I'll take a look at all the newer skins that have been submitted. For example, if I quickly hop back over to here, I did have a video here I showcased a lot of the Spanish drops, the upcoming Spanish Twitch drops. Again, if you're interested in likes of that, please consider taking a look at all of that. Very nice. We have seen some more Spanish Twitch drops since then. But anyway, back over to here. With the likes of this, if you like what you see, by all means, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you too. And I'll be honest with you, I'd rather wait it out until tomorrow. I want to see how many sales that has by then, and then I'll consider how I approach it, because that's abnormal barters first, then I discuss what I'm going to do afterwards. Alright, sounds good. So yeah, cool looking design. Let's see what happens next. Right, scrolling down, what do we see? A whole bunch of wooden doors this week. Yes, indeed. And we do have a collection continuation. So, first up, we have the Speakeasy wooden door. Get a good look at that. Looking nice and comfy. Mr. Voodoo, you've got a lovely little comfy-looking style to this. Very nice, very cool. Glows in the dark. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Over to here, we have one with transparency this time. As you look over to here, it's got like a little window. It's not huge, but you can see through it. So, yeah, very nice. Very cool, glows in the dark still. So if you happen to like any of this, either of these I should have said, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Voodoo. Let's see if you can get your first ever skin to be accepted. Right, next up, what do we have here? It's slime. It's lime slime. Okay, cool. So it's a slimy wooden door. Where's the handle? Oh, it's right there. Okay, cool. I was going to say here, wait, hang on a minute. If it's all slimy, how are you going to open the door? You didn't think this through, Mr. Nui. You did not think this through. Anyway, if you want to have a nice slimy door that doesn't glow in the dark, by all means, please consider showing your support. Please. I shouldn't say the next thing. Trying to be neutral. Best of luck to you, Mr. Nui. Let's see how that turns out. Right, next up, what do we have here? It's the white wooden door, produced by Junkernaught. It's a standard-looking white wooden door. And if you like the design of that, by all means, consider showing your support. It doesn't seem to glow in the dark, so best of luck to you there, Junkernaught. Let's see how that turns out. And what do we have here? It happens to be a collection continuation. This is Always Online Wooden Door. This is produced by K. Vladimir and Hello. So, let's just quickly go down memory lane. We talked about garage doors just a second ago, and you know what? I'm going to go look at all the garage doors this way. This will be a much faster way of doing it. I thought, here we go. Yes. All right, scroll down to 2021. What do we see? We see this garage door right there. Always Online garage door. That came out in August 19, 2021. It sold for $3.49. Now it currently sells for $6 plus. So if I go to the workshop page, remember this? Yep. Pretty cool. Now, I will sit here and say, this has been reattempted for quite some time. What's the best way of saying this? I've seen double doors of this before, I believe. Looks like that got removed. But yeah, it's been attempted to continue quite a few times now. I mean, it's been 3 years, of course. But yeah, looks like this is another attempt. So if I could just quickly go to the actual page for this garage door here. Very nice, very cool. I will sit here and say this. This is the only skin that, you know, is always online. Well, that was accepted. And it's already expensive. $6 plus. I'll be honest with you, I probably wouldn't go near it. Would it spike in demand, spike in price, still hedge? Probably. It wouldn't surprise me, but do you have $6 to spare? And you probably want to buy multiple of them if you want to make an investment. So do you have multiple $6 spare? Probably not. So, I mean, it's up to you if you want to make a move. It's up to you if you truly believe that the likes of this will be accepted. So let's get a good look at this. Glows in the dark. Pretty straightforward in what it is. If you like what you see, by all means, consider showing your support. But yeah, hey, you know, it's up to you. It's in your hands. But in regards to this, personally, I'm not going to make a move. As I said, it's already expensive. It's already succeeded. So, we'll see, we'll see. Regardless, best of luck to you, Mr. K. Vladimir, and hello. Let's see how that turns out. So, let's move on. Next up, what do we have? It's Sheepman Adores. We got a whole bunch of these and a collection continuation. Actually, no, we only got 4. Huh. I must have been mistaken. It's probably the gadget doors I was thinking of. Alright, okay, so we got the stained glass door right here. That's looking very pretty. A very nice, serene looking picture right there. Produced by Xenia Paris. Lovely piece of art, sir. Does it glow in the dark? I'm trying to get like a... Yeah, right, Xenia, in the future, show us a pitch black look so we can get a proper good idea of how it looks when it glows. It's very helpful. Regardless, gentlemen, if you like what you see, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Xenia Paris. Let's see how that turns out in the future. Next up, we have Zero Protocol, Sheepman Adore. It is glowing, it glows, and it has transparency. Where is the transparency? I do not know where the transparency is. This is not helpful. Where is it? Where is the transparency? Is it at the top? Is it at the bottom? Is there a hole here? Doesn't look like... I don't know. I don't think that's like a hole that you can see through. I don't know what the transparency is. Does it mention it? I see an eyeball. That's cool. But like, where's the indication for where the transparency is? I think you might need to consider doing a bit of a better job pointing that out in the future, Mr. VHS. Sorry to say, it's just, you know, I can't seem to figure it out, and I don't think the devs will be super happy about that as well. Regardless, it's a cool idea, and if you like what you see, by all means, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. VHS. Let's see how that turns out. Next up, what do we have? It's the Gothic SMD sheet metal door, and it's, well, it's nothing too crazy, but it's quite calming. It's quite eerie. It's a mix of both, I guess you could say. But it's quite beautiful as well. So, do you like the appeal of this? Do you like the design? Are you a fan? It doesn't appear to glow in the dark. So we'll see how that potentially turns out in the future. Best of luck to you, Mr. Yeah. So yeah, consider showing your support. Best of luck. Alright. What do we have going on here? Well, it's the clan-based Sheepman Adore version 2. Right, so as we look over to here, looks like we got a little bit more changes, I believe. I'm not sure if Mr. Kazaru is mixing and matching from his previous designs. I was under the impression that with each one there was something slightly different with the bases. I think he is copy-pasting slots and rearranging them. Alright, whatever. It's fine. It's the clan-based collection. We've recently just had the large box being accepted. Very nice. Very cool. But will we see the likes of any of these two skins potentially spiking in demand, spiking in price if we were to see another skin being accepted? Well, do you notice a bit of a problem that's quite glaring right in front of us right here? This was literally accepted with the current Rust store. This didn't even budge that much. So I'm kind of sitting here thinking maybe clan-based collection might not be that in demand. So if I go to here, this is currently sitting here at $1.57. If I look over to here, when the Rust store rotated, do you even see that much of a movement? Nope. Nope, I do not. It's just been stagnant. Very unfortunate to see. So personally, based on what I've seen with that, not feeling super confident. Maybe we needed more than just one extra skin being accepted to really help the likes of the garage door get somewhere. And of course, we also have the large box. This is an abnormal skin that will become marketable tomorrow. Please consider looking in the description, and you'll see the likes of my Twitch. I will be streaming tomorrow, discussing all of these skins. So what we see going on here, it's not selling super crazily. Now, if we look at all large box skins that have come out so far this year, if we were to consider, you know, how much do they sell? Come on. Well, that did 14,700 subscribers. This did 14,700 subscribers. That did just over 10,000. That did just over 11,000. That did over 16. That almost did 17,000. Yeah, I mean, that will be the lowest selling large box skin so far this year. It's expected to be. Would that work out very nicely in its favour? I mean, it can do if we do see more continuations, but it's not like the garage door really budged that much. Yeah, it's a bit complicated now, isn't it? Do you believe the Sheepman door stands a very good chance of potentially being accepted? What are your thoughts? What do you believe? Well, I think I might just stick with doing the boulders tomorrow. We'll see. regardless, if you like what you see of this, and if you'd like to see more of the clan-based collection, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. Kazaru. Let's see how that turns out in the future. Best of luck. Right, let's move on to garage doors, and then I believe we can just quickly go ahead with the likes of the armoured door and the double doors, and that'll be it for the deployables. Right, so what do we have here? Gothic architecture garage door produced by Ven. Get a good look at this. Pretty cool looking pattern design. Very nice, very pretty. Nothing insane, I guess you could say. Like, it's not super flashy, not super colourful, doesn't even glow in the dark. So if you're a fan of that, if you like what you see, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Ven. Let's see if that could be your first skin to be accepted. Whoa. Whoa. Well, that's looking pretty cool. Mr. Keka here with his black hole garage door, and that looks weird. Look at that. Okay, well, that's something special. Wasn't expecting anything like that. I honestly wasn't expecting free gifts. Like, I haven't looked at all these skins properly yet, but here we are. This is the black hole garage door, and apparently, right, apparently, when you move around, it, you know, kind of shows off this weird, like, you've played card games before, you've seen holographic cards or holographic stickers and whatnot, you know, when you move them around, you see like some sort of movement. Well, you can kind of see how the black hole sucks. So, I mean, Keka, this is a cool looking effect. This is a distortion effect depending on the angle that you look at it. Doesn't work at full night. It also doesn't reflect direct lighting. Okay, that's fine. Hey, I mean, skin creators are trying to get a little bit more creative from now on, and maybe that just might have caught your eye. Maybe that'll be something that you'd like to see more of. Maybe that develops into a collection. So, if you like what you see, by all means, consider showing your support. Keka, I'm very impressed. That looks awesome. I can see you got a lot of comments here as well. Yeah, loads of people seem to like it. All right, then. We'll see how that turns out, then. Best of luck to you, Keka. Oh, Keka, I'm sorry, mate. Oh, you got competition. I mean, black holes, pizza. Oh, is that mushroom? Oh, you've lost me. Right, well, here we have the Neon Pizza Garage Door. It's a version 2. We've seen this being submitted before, but now we have an updated version. It's looking to be a very nice, comfy style. Look, ever since we had the Ramen Garage Door, I have noticed some other people try to do, like, food-related, approaches. And, hey, instead of like a Japanese, place to eat, why don't we go to an Italian place instead? So you got the nice little top of the shop sort of things. I don't know what they are called. What are these flappy things called? It's like, you know, you'd have like the front bit of like a shop and a stand up. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry to say, I don't fully know the answer, but regardless, cool looking neon design, lovely looking pizza except the mushrooms. So if you like what you see here, I'm trying to get out of this. How do I can't seem to get out. Oh, I've broken something. That was weird. Steam, what are you doing now? Don't know. Bit weird. Yeah, okay, so glows, of course. You can see that very nice and cleanly. Lovely piece of work there, Shaft and Opacha. If you like pizza, if you like Pizza Garage Door, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you too. Let's move on. Oh no. I did warn you. It's a restaurant where you can eat cats. Clearly. So do you like eating cat? Yes. Look. We got cat soup right there. It literally comes in a cup, and you just dip your bread in it, and then eat the cat as well with a fork. Yeah, it's a cat cafe. we got a video here, so we can probably get a much better look at the intended approach and style and whatnot. So yeah, produced by Milhofrito, we have the cat cafe. It's nice, cute, and maybe we can have a whole bunch of cats as well. Did you notice the transparency with that little hole right there, a cat flap? Ah. Now, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to squeeze your very wide, heavy selves through the likes of that hole. I don't think you're going to be able to achieve that. But, hey, it's got transparency at the bottom. So, if you want to be able to peek underneath, we'll see. And if we ever do get cats as pets in Rust, maybe they might enjoy that as well. So, Milho Frito, lovely little design. But, you know, do I get sides with my cat dish? You know, I'm just... Knives and forks. Right, so yeah, we have two versions, one with and one without the transparency. It's a cute little quaint idea, but yeah, I do believe the real cat cafes in real life are simply places in which you can drink a coffee and they just happen to have cats everywhere. They might crawl over you, they might swipe at you, they might want to take your coffee, who knows, or they might just beg for food. I don't think we're going to get actual cats being added anytime soon, although there were mentions of tigers in the commits. Maybe we could have like a tiger cafe, but they might maul everybody to death. I mean, it might work. It could be a profitable business. We'll see. So best of luck to you, Mr. Millhouse Retail. Let's see how that turns out. And if you like what you see, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you too. Right, moving on. What do we have? It's the Toxic Armored Door. Ooh. What did we have being accepted not too long ago? We had some double armored doors being accepted, didn't we? With a very strange looking rust door. That's not the one, Hedge. It was the one before that. After that, whatever. Right, so here we are. This collection was a collection that first started off way back in 2018. Little Ranger, he was producing a lot of very cool looking glow-in-the-dark deployables very early on in Rust. I've got to point this out. A long time ago, glow-in-the-dark deployables were a rare sight to see. And then we have Little Ranger here with like one of the first collections with some glow-in-the-dark. And then of course there was a bit of a gap between the likes of these 3 skins and then these 3 skins. But very recently, another 3 years later, we just got those double doors being accepted, didn't we? The double armored doors. I will sit here and tell you this. When that got accepted, suddenly everybody realised this was a collection. Suddenly these went back up in price again. Let's just quickly go take a look at this large box. I think it had a bit of a bump up in price. Let's just quickly confirm that. I scroll over to here and I look at the lifetime. Oh no. Actually no, you were trending downwards. You have started to go back up a fair bit. So yeah, I haven't seen many skins like this. Typically most skins went down in price during the likes of February and March. That's just kind of sliding downwards, but it did change around here. So alright. Okay, we are starting to see improvement with the likes of that. It has been around for a very long time, I must point out once again. But yeah, with more deployable skins being accepted, what do you expect of a deployable collection? We're expected to do better, much like how we just looked at Shadowborn earlier. With each new skin being accepted, the pre-existing skins did spike demand, spike in price. It has been a while since we've seen a Shadowborn skin being accepted, so you know the sheet metal door started to go down a fair bit, but the other skins are still in the positive. So with what we see here, I mean, it's still looking good, it's still looking okay, and if we do see the likes of that Toxic Armored Door being accepted, I feel optimistic. And I can confirm, this has 2 different sides, one that says Danger and one that says Toxic, and they do glow in the dark. Now, just to point out, only the green ooze glows in the dark. So, just want to make that clear. Just want to make sure everybody is well aware of that. And it's nice to see another collection continuation potentially on the horizon. But I also have to consider this. How many deployable collections have we seen be getting, like, new continuations being produced, but then they never get any more? Because we've got to remind ourselves, this rust door was a very weird one. This was the rust door that randomly picked out a neon storage small box. The Toxic Armor double door randomly picked out fish roadside pants. Some of these skins waited 3 years to finally be accepted. I mean, it happened, but just to point that out. But I did mention that weird trend with the Toxic collection. Started off in 2018, and then a little bit later, in 2020, we started to get more. Stops at 2021, early 2021 to be precise. And then 3 years again later, we suddenly got another skin being accepted. So maybe we'll get like 3 skins accepted, and then it'll stop again. Okay, alright. Maybe that trend might continue again, we shall see. Regardless, I'm happy to see more deployables. I wonder what else could be produced. Feel free to jump onto the comment section of this armoured door here and suggest some other ideas. Let's see what's being said. Well, oh, there you go. Someone's immediately asked for a wood door. Alright, maybe we'll see that. Okay, so things are looking pretty interesting for this. Let's see how this turns out. We don't get many armoured door skins being accepted. Well, compared to... well, last year we didn't. So far this year it's been okay. But I remember, was it 2022 where we got a whole bunch of them? Yeah, alright, regardless. I look forward to it. I feel optimistic. Maybe, just maybe, to all those people that bought those double armor doors right there, things might be a lot more interesting from here and now. Okay? So stay optimistic. Let's see how it all turns out. Best of luck to you, Little Ranger. If you like what you see, please consider showing your support. And yeah, I fully believe we'll probably be seeing even more of these being produced. Let's move on. Right. We have a batch of sheet metal double doors. First up, we have the resubmission of the Bullet Hell metal double door, which seems to be in reference to a certain arcade machine that we have in Rust. Yes, indeed. So, if you like what you see here, by all means, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Anubis Dunk. Let's move on. Next up, what do we have here? Okay, I saw this posted on Twitter, and this got quite a lot of responses. A lot of people really did like this. So this, of course, is a brand new, completely original idea, produced by Ideal and Exonox. The first version has transparency. Get a good look at that. I mean, you probably can't see it that well. Alright, you can probably see it quite well there. This window, you can see through. And I can confirm we have a second version, which also glows in the dark. So as I go over to here, you can see how that like brightly stands out. Now I looked at this on Monday, and it is actually one of the skins I showcased off of my little teaser thing. I'll probably show that at the very end of the video. But yeah, that looks nice. We looked at it together on my stream. It looks nice. As much as I hate to complain about the double doors, I will not be too angry if that were to be accepted. As you can see, it's got transparency there. Ideal, Xnox, you've produced something that looks very, very pretty, alright? And I wouldn't be surprised if that turns into a very nice looking deplorable collection potentially in the future. But then that'll be another deplorable collection that we have to consider and keep an eye out for, because there's like 10 plus now, probably about 15, I'm not joking. Go back like over the past few months, look and remind yourselves. Anyway, cool idea, very interesting. If you like the Forest Shroud double doors, by all means consider showing your support. Best of luck to you two. Let's see how this potentially turns out. And then lastly, yet again, we have something in relation to June. It's the LGBT month or something, at least in America. So yeah, we got Lover's Love Sheet Metal Double Door, glows in the dark, very bright with all its colours, very, very noticeable. We've got some angel wings as well, very pretty. So, Dark Schneider, Z-Skipper, Kua, very interesting looking approach, all the rainbows, all the lovely little colours. So, if you are a fan of this, if you'd like to consider showing your support, by all means, it's right over there. Best of luck to you three. Super special thanks to Confusion for the concept, 3D sculpting and texturing. Happy Pride Month. That's what it's called. Sorry, it eluded me until now, and now I remembered, sorry. Alright then, so, lovely little piece right here from the likes of you three. If you like it, consider showing your support, and with that, it's the final deplorable skin out the entire week. So, gentlemen, and maybe ladies, I'm not sure if I have that many ladies watching me. I know there are some, and they're very nice to me. So, with all of that, which one was your most favourite deplorable skin? Which of these deplorable skins do you reckon potentially might be accepted in an upcoming Rust store? Feel free to show your support, write down comments below of this video. I'm going to take a real quick break, and then we'll move on to weapons and tools. So, Hedge, you sit here and say, oh yeah, we got less skins this week, and then you still yap even longer. Well, I enjoy yapping, and you know that, and that's why you turned up, so shut up. It is what it is. But yeah, lots of interesting looking designs for the deplorables this week. And just to point out, yeah, on Mondays, I do like get everyone, like we'll go to micro522.com, we'll grab all the W skin links, and then I'll go bring them into a server and we'll go take a look at all of them. So I actually didn't really want to show off this too early. I actually wanted to save it till later, but it is what it is. But yeah, maybe this will be a thing I do more of in the future, where I'll pick out some certain skins that the chat clearly liked a lot, and then we'll have like a quick minute showcase of certain skins, and yeah, maybe we'll do that. Maybe it'll be something I do, but at the very least I do intend to keep up the idea of Mondays we hop into a special server and just look at all the skins. I've already looked at the likes of all the Spanish skins. I think I'll probably talk about them at the very end of the video as well, so yeah, we'll probably do that. Yeah, we'll probably do it. Couldn't hurt. Wouldn't be that too bad of an idea, I guess. Right, so gentlemen, shall we now proceed with the likes of all these weapons and tools? First up, we've got some interesting looking... We've got a rock. I got a rock. It's a magma rock. Don't touch it too long. It would burn my hands. It does glow in the dark, looking pretty cool. So this is produced by a frog. How did a frog acquire magma? How did he make this rock? I'll never know. But if you happen to like his rock, well, by all means, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. Frog. Next up, what do we have? It is the Facility Draft Hammer. Get a good look at these gifts. Ooh, I can inspect. Ooh, yes, very nice. Hinon, Court, looking very nice here. Don't get many hammer skins accepted anymore, do we? Well, I mean, couldn't hurt to try. So if you like what you see, if you'd like to have another hammer skin potentially being accepted into the game in 2024, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you too. Right, what do we have going on here? It is the Blood Quenched. Quenched. Where's the E? Right, never mind. Blood Quenched combat knife, which happens to glow. Produced by Coffee Outlaw, we have a glow-in-the-dark combat knife. And yet again, this is another situation where, when was the last combat knife skin to be accepted? 2020? Marketable one at the very least. We had one accepted as a Twitch drop in 2021. That was Trainwreck's Blue Sapphire combat knife. So yeah, we don't get many combat knife skins accepted anymore, which is weird because like they added things in which, oh yes, if you use a combat knife to cut the rope from the underwater, you know, crates and whatnot, you know, that was a thing that was introduced. But in theory, like, in theory, like, you know, if you're going to have something that supports an item, wouldn't you want to get like skins for it? It didn't happen. I don't know. Well, it glows in the dark. It looks very nice and shiny. So if you like what you see here, if you're a fan, by all means, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Coffee Outlaw. Let's see what happens next. Right, what do we have going on here? We've got tools, and we've got some bows. Right, first up, what do we have? It's the Ice Eye Pickaxe. Didn't I see a previous version of this in the past? Not to say there's like that's a bad thing. I just kind of recall something like this that Zinc and Gunya produced in the past. Oh wow, look at the transparency in that. Ooh, okay, that looks pretty cool. So the eyes are staring at me, and he's lost his lower jaw. Oh no. But no, that does look pretty cool. That has an interesting looking design to it. So, people currently watching, are you impressed? Do you like what you see? Do you think, I could do with some more tools? Maybe consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Zinc and Gunya. You produced a lovely pair of skins here. Let's see how that potentially turns out. Right, next up we have the Flame Strike Bow, produced by Red Rex. We only have this image. So, hey, if you want a red bow... Oh, sorry, I keep hitting my mouse. I'm so sorry. If you like what you see, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Red Rex. Next up, we have the soundproof crossbow. So, yeah, I believe Calmo, I can't remember. There was someone that kept producing soundproof skins. He made, like, rugs, he made doors and whatnot. They did look cool, but I can't remember who made them, and I'm not sure if it was Calmo. I can't let Calmo have all the credit, because, yeah, got all the nice bumping design here and whatnot. If you've seen soundproof studios, like, they literally cover the entire walls and whatnot in this, like, foam, because it absorbs it all, so you, like, completely condensed by yourself. I don't fully know if I'm saying everything correctly, but yeah, it's like you're in an isolated room and you get very nice sound out of it. I don't fully know, so I'm just gonna roll with what I do know about, and that's skins to a point. So yes, do you like the design? Are you a fan of this? Well, you can consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. Kelmo. Let's see if people want to show their support. So yeah, let's move on. We have the Moonguard Crossbow, a collection continuation following up from the likes of some interesting skins that have been submitted in recent past. So, number one, just want to point out the owl design right there. That looks cool. That looks cool. Pepper Carl, Universe Kid, that looks cool. Right, so let's go over to here and remind you of Moonguard. Because that started off as Deployables, or rather a deplorable. We literally only have the Moonguard sheep on a door, which is unfortunate because they did produce other deplorables. We had the likes of large boxes, we had the likes of garage doors and whatnot. They weren't accepted, which kind of hurts because, again, it looks cool, but nope, didn't get anywhere, unfortunately. It's not like they didn't try. It's not like they didn't try. Anyway, this is currently sitting at just above $1 at the moment. Unfortunately, it has gone down in price. But you never know. Maybe with the likes of more skins potentially being accepted, we could see that sheep on a door spike demand, spike in price, potentially, maybe, possibly. I mean, it's now going from deplorable to weapon, so that kind of really kind of jumbles things up a bit. Hey, at the end of the day, if you like what you see here, consider showing your support to the likes of these two. They are skin creators that don't get many skins accepted, so I'm sure it'll mean a lot to them. But I am disappointed. Like, these deplorables did look very nice, but face punch decides, I guess. So it is what it is, but in regards to potential investment, I will probably take a step away from that. I would probably leave it. I would have preferred deplorables. Deplorables would have made more sense, so I'm going to leave it, alright? So let's put that aside. So, next up, what do we want to discuss? We want to go show off the likes of these Xokas, these pistols, and those pythons. Right, so, what do we have going on here? This is the Xoka thermometer. The, okay, how does that take your temperature? Where are you going to put that? Where are you going to stick that, sir? Sir, where are you sticking that? Sir, where are you? Oh, your head. Okay, that's fine. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Anyway, so this is produced by Snake Eyes, Tucker Position, and Yax. This is something that's been produced in the past. Looks like they've updated it, quite literally. And I should point out, there's a glow-in-the-dark version right here. So, Xokas. Real quick question. When was the last time we saw an Xoka skin being accepted in a Rust store? You quickly consider that. I'm going to go look this up, because I can confirm to you that the last time we saw a marketable Xoka skin in a Rust store was, in fact, literally a year ago. The El Diablo Xoka was accepted on the 11th of May 2023. That was the last marketable one. And I will sit here and say this. Skin creators have produced Xokas, but Face Punch just doesn't seem to want them anymore. Now, I understand, it's like, you know, very early primitive weapon. Maybe people don't even bother using that much and whatnot. But still, you know, it always got some love. And now nothing. Well, I mean, maybe things could change. We might potentially see one being accepted, but is this the one that you want to see being accepted? Do you want to go check everybody's temperature? Maybe not with their head, maybe somewhere else. But anyway, if you like what you see, if you're a fan of this, by all means, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you three. Let's see how that potentially turns out. Next up, we have some saps. First up, we have the Motorsports pistol. This is produced by Holodno and Kolotinsky. Get a good look at this. Very nice. Aim down the sight, 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 aim down the sight. Where's my aim down the sight image? It's a rule. Where's my aim down the sight image? Don't sit there and tell me this counts as an aim down the sight. That's not aim down the sight. Aim. Aim. You have a second version. Maybe you can... No, damn it. Oh, there we go. Why did I have to go look all the way over to here to finally get an aim down the sight image? That should be like the first thing to show off. Right, anyway. Yeah, red aim sight, reasonable. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, but seriously, make that the first thing you show off. That is like the most important thing people would be looking for. Most of the time. But yeah, like it is also a rule. So I think the first page probably would have welcomed one like that. Did you have one there? Am I being silly? No, I'm not being silly. Anyway, so regardless, do you like the design of this? Are you a fan? Do you like what you see? Would you like to see the Motorsport sap skin being accepted? Then by all means, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you two. Let's see how that turns out. Next up, here we have a much more flowery version. Okay, this is the Pions or Peons. I don't know how to pronounce this. I want to say Pions. Sap. This is produced by Sunart, and you can see their progress and how they built up the design with all the lovely flowers. Aim down a sight right there. What do we see? It is a perfectly standard looking aim sight. Is that a little bit of red? Like literally right there? Seems to be slightly coloured, so regardless, it doesn't matter. It should be right for most environments. Very nice, colourful, flowery. Is that something you need in your life? Well, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Sunart. Let's move on to the next skin. What do we have over here? It's the Kyber Shot Sap, produced by Drag and Normavan. Get a good look at that. Wow, alright. Is it like an eye? Is this a water gun? Am I spraying strange liquid everywhere? That, out of context, would sound very weird, so let's just move on. Okay, so, get a good look at this. Aim down the sight. Yep, Drag, Normavan, aim down the sight. We need the proper image of, like, aiming down. So, judging from what I can see here, red aim sight should be alright, but make sure you add the natural aim down the sight image. That's what people want to see. So, yeah, okay, cool. Does that glow? That's my other concern. It does not glow. No, it doesn't glow. So, yeah, that would have been a lot brighter if it did. So, hey, cool idea. I hope you like what you see. If you like it, well, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you too. Let's see how that turns out in the future. Next up, what do we have? It's Python skins. First up, here we have the Dead Man's Debt. This is produced by Karuma Project. Karuma Project, yeah. The Python known as the Dead Man's Debt, it was dangerously addictive and wielded immense power, making it grave responsibility for anyone who dared to carry it. I hope you enjoy using it. Well, I mean, you just said it's highly addictive. It sounds dangerous now. I'm not sure if I want to use it now. Where's my aim down the sight image? Do you know what else is really dangerous? Me, when you don't show me what I want. Where's my aim down the sight image, Karuma? Alright, anyway, so regardless, let's see if we can try our best to find something that might show off the aim sight here. I mean, yeah, you're really not doing me any favours. Okay, looks like it's just a pure white aim sight. I hope it is, because if it isn't, that's your own fault, Karuma. It's your own fault. Should have shown me. Should have shown me the right image. Anyway, regardless. Are you a fan of that? If you like what you see, by all means, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Karuma. Let's move on to the next skin. And, well, you got competition, because that's the Black Diamond Python right there. Version 2. Looking ever so nice. Please, Bad Trip, please. Oh, thank you. Blessed man, thank you. Right, okay, cool. So we got a perfectly fine... Now, I've got to point this out. I've looked at this in-game. It's not like a black aim sight. It's like a weird grey. But it still stands out perfectly fine. So yeah, you can see that perfectly fine. Should be alright for most environments. In the sun, when you like let this shine, it looks beautiful. This is a cool looking gun. Yeah, that picture doesn't do it justice. When you actually move it around, it's looking so much more pretty. So anyway, this is a continuation for the Black Diamond collection. So let's go over to here and take a look at this Thompson that was accepted very recently. Now, here's the problem. It's a weapon only collection. By default, you shouldn't be surprised when you see that. I know it's weird, but this just keeps happening. Weapon-only collections tend to always end up like this, with some exceptions. But hey, it's getting more acceptances, it's working, and I don't see anything wrong with it. And you should also consider this. That's an AK-47 that's only down by 10%, which started off at $4.49. That ain't doing too bad. That ain't doing too bad. And you got like the LR300 here. Yeah, it's down by 30%, but it did start off at 4, so he's doing alright. Yeah, even the custom SMG, that's only down by 12, and it's a custom SMG. So maybe as time goes on, maybe this collection does actually get appreciation, the quantity slowly diminishes, and the prices do very nicely in the future. Hey, we'll see. We'll be discussing that, of course, tomorrow, because we've got the Black Diamond Thompson as something that we're going to chase after tomorrow. But I will sit here and tell you this. Hey, what happens if we got another Black Diamond weapon skin being accepted? I wouldn't expect much change. I feel like this is something where we're going to have to sit on it for maybe a year or two, and then it goes up in price. So we'll see, alright? We'll see. Regardless, by all means, consider showing your support if you happen to like the skin. I do. I really do, but I can't vote because it might show bias, and I don't want to be mean, so yeah, okay. So, best of luck to you, Bad Trip and Hulk. If you like what you see, consider showing your support, blah, blah, blah. Let's move on. Right, scrolling down. What else do we see? We have the MP5s, then we have a shotgun, then we got SAR skins, and then we'll probably stop there because there's a whole bunch more after that, and I don't want to have like tons of tabs. So, what do we have over here? It's the Emphasis MP5. Get a good look at this. Pretty cool looking design. Kind of like a... I was going to say sci-fi, but I don't think that's correct to say. What am I looking at? Yeah, mechanically interesting. I'll give it that. Alright, cool. Colourful to a point. If you like what you see, by all means, please consider showing your support. Where's the aim down the sight image? Where's my aim down the sight image? Oh, no. Right. That doesn't count. We need, like, proper... aim down. Looks like it's just a standard dark. I think it's gonna be the same color as this, but it might be black. It's fine. It's fine. That should be okay, I think. Alright then, regardless, if you like what you see, by all means, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Chris and Madell, but please, 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 show me the name down the sight image. Alright, next up, what do we have? Khokhloma has returned. Khokhloma collection is now dabbling into the likes of weapons. It's not the first weapon skin I've seen, is it? Plus, you might notice, hold on a second, that's got transparent aim sight. Now, I will sit here and tell you this. Transparent aim sights don't seem to matter too much, because we did have the likes of the Apocalypse Nomad MP5 with a transparent aim sight, and that didn't do very well. So, let's just quickly remind you of the likes of that then. If I could just go to MP5s. Come on, don't be shy. Yeah. Yeah. So MP5 is currently right now not exactly doing super great, and that MP5 right there did of course have a very, very similar aim sight. In fact, maybe the Khokhloma has a little bit more. Regardless, it didn't work out very well. MP5s just don't seem to be holding up very nicely. What I will sit here and tell you is, whilst it's nice to see Khokhloma could potentially be getting some more skins, it's gone from Deployables to, I've got to remember how to spell this. It's Khokhloma. It's got 2 H's in it. Is that correct? No, because then you put... Sorry, it's not a normal word I've heard of before. There we go. Right, perfect. Right, okay, cool. So we've got 2 storages. Now, it's not like what's your name? I'm sorry to say. Your name is Yopka and Lancy. That's it. Right. So it's not like they didn't try. They did produce tons more deployables. Didn't get anywhere, unfortunately. Now they've made an attempt with the likes of weapons. So let's go hop back over to here. Got a GIF here showcasing it in the light and the shine and whatnot. Looking very nice there. Hey, I can't say no to this. It's, you know, no reason to try and do something different. If they can't get another deployable accepted, why not try and do some other things? Hey, why not even consider doing like some clothing? You know, you could do hide clothing, burlap clothing, a poncho, or that type of design. I think people would appreciate it. So we'll see what comes of the likes of this. But I don't think the likes of the storages are going to go crazy with this being accepted. I would like to be proven wrong, but I would expect a deployable would have been nice. But hey, they did try. None of them were accepted, so... they've moved on, and maybe we will have to as well. So if you're feeling confident, by all means, you could probably jump in and see what happens next, but I personally will be taking a step back. So best of luck to you, Yopka and Lancy, regardless. If you like what you see, if you'd like to see this being accepted, consider showing your support. Let's move on to the next skin. Right, Rainbow Waterpipe Shotgun. This is another rainbow skin. What a strange way to celebrate June, if that was your, you know, your attempt. So, yeah, that's it. Aim down the sight. It's bright and pink right there. It's colourful. If you are a fan of this design, by all means, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, your sis. Here we are moving on to the likes of the SAR skins, Saychains and Golden Dreamer, with a very cool looking SAR skin right here. All the stripes, all the coloration, red and blue with a bit of white. It's the Cobalt Circus. Yep, yeah, look at the clown. So, do we have a name down the sight image? Oh, I'm gonna end up on the news soon. Oh, yes, I am. I'm gonna go crazy. Where's my aim down the sight image, Mr. Saychains and Golden Dreamer? Well then, if that's going to be the case, I guess I have to move on. So if you like what you see, blah blah blah, consider showing your support. Let's see what happens to the likes of that. Right, lost at Dome SAR. Who lost their SAR? You left it behind. Or maybe they got like a better weapon. They just thought, I haven't got any room. Chuck. Anyway, this is produced by Mr. Micro. Get a good look at this. Good look at the side there. It's a bit worn. It's a bit rusted. But hey, not everything has to look super pretty. That's down to you. You're supposed to look after your weapons and keep them nice and polished. Perfectly fine. A lighter green aim sight right there. Looking very nice, interesting. Thank you very much for the aim down the sight image, sir. So yes, pretty cool, interesting solo project there from Mr. Micro. If you like what you see, please consider showing your support. Best of luck. Best of luck. Next up, we have the Sparkly SAR. I looked at this on Monday. It is pretty sparkly. Yeah, it's got some white, it's got some like purple trim to it. But no, that's not purple. Scarlet? Reddish pink? I don't know how to say it. What colour would that be? Sorry to say, I don't know all of my colours. But yeah, aimed on the sight. Got the same colour on the aim sight. That should be perfect for every single environment. So yeah, are you a fan of this? Has Slivkey got the right skin for you? Well, if you want to consider showing your support for that, you're more than welcome to do so. Best of luck to you, Slivkey. Let's move on. What do we have? Oh, this is a collection continuation. Sort of. So we've had the Bismuth Sheepman Adore being accepted a good few years back. And then Wildcat, the skin creator, thought, I'll try and get more of these Bismuth doors accepted. Didn't happen, unfortunately, which kind of sucks because they did look really nice. The Bismuth designs in them were awesome. So he thought, all right, then what if I just go ahead and produce the likes of some weapons? You know, maybe that could work. They didn't get accepted either, and they look really cool as well. So then he thought, okay, why don't I just go redo them and have them like a certain colour, like a certain theme of Bismuth? And hey, it's a new thing, so let's see if this amounts to anything. Don't want to say that in like a mean way. I just don't fully know what's going on with this. He's producing cool-looking designs, so get a good look at that. I mean, the pattern and whatnot, with all due respect, looks nice and shiny, but shrug, face punch the sides, I'm afraid. So aim down the sight, use red aim sight. So let's just quickly remind you of the door again. Bismuth Sheepman Adore, which unfortunately isn't doing very well. He's all by his lonesome self. He's sitting here at 72 cents each. And yeah, he just kept getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper because nothing followed it. And again, I should repeat, Wildcat tried. He certainly tried, but yeah, nothing got accepted, unfortunately. So yeah, if we were to see more skins accepted, would we expect this to improve? Well, I would like to have seen more deployables. Weapons after deployables, it probably won't really hold up super great. So regardless. If you like the skin, by all means, consider showing your support. Should point out there's a second version without the stock, so yeah, if that sounds, or rather, if it looks impressive to you, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. Wildcat, but I don't think I'll be jumping on the door. It's a little bit too cheap. Maybe a whole bunch of weapons could help. We'll see. But it's nice to see that you committed to it. Is there going to be any other type of bismuth? Is it just going to be sea bismuth, or is there going to be like an orangey red one, or a purpley, I don't know, purpley blue? Reddish purple? I don't know. Feel free to, inform us. Cool. So, best of luck. Right, next up, what do we see? It's the Junkernaught SAR. Yeah, this is another collection continuation. We had all of those weapons being accepted not too long ago. Then we saw a Sheepman Adore being produced. Well, looks like we've gone back to weapons again. So, Mr. Fuff has returned with his Junkernaught. Weapons. If I go down to here, there you go, Junkernaught. Problem. Weapon-only collection. Yes. Down 41, down 50, and down 25. Now, the bolt-action rifle is doing alright because we don't really see that many bolt-action rifle skins being accepted. So, to see that only down by 25%, kind of not surprised to see that as the outcome. But the likes of these, it's unfortunate, but most AKs do end up going down pretty badly, and that just didn't really stand out that much. Same with the MP5. I'm going to sit here and just straight up tell you, I look at this design, and I will say, I respect what it is. It's supposed to be like very DIY, rusted, used, worn, you get the idea, but people don't like that. To a point of, they want something flashy and cool, and, well, unfortunately, the people who appreciate the likes of the DIY, more grounded approaches with skins and whatnot, it doesn't get that much love, I'm afraid. Whilst we did see a reasonable amount of sales for the actual skins itself, unfortunately, they didn't retain their value. It's unfortunate. But Faf, it's nice to see that you're keeping up the good work. Let's see how this potentially turns out. Faf, do you know what? Try Armour. Try DIY scruffy looking Armour. It might work out quite alright. People probably appreciate that. Right, so we got a useful aim sight right there. Yellowy thing. Fuff, I will sit here and say this. If you're going to do a name down the sight... Oh, no, there you go. Perfect. Alright, that's what I need to see. Yellow aim sight. That should be fine. Alright, cool. So, yeah. But in terms of this, no. I don't think another weapon would help it out. So, yeah. I will take a step away from that. But if you like what you see, by all means, consider showing your support. That is the version. That is the standard version. This here is the stockless version. So, of course, no thing in the back. So, yeah. Best of luck to you, Fuff. Yep. It's up to you. And let's move on to the final SAR skin. And it just so happens to be a very bright and colourful one. So yeah, we've got like the other side of the coin here. We have the Sweet Dreams SAR, and if you look at this, that's a very weird looking yellow submarine. We are really losing it, aren't we? Is that a submarine or is it a whale? It's in everything. It is. Oh, it's melting and it's all over the place. Yes, what a lovely, lovely little scene this is. The Sweet Dreams is... Oh, you're definitely dreaming there. You're definitely losing your mind. But yeah. After what we've seen with the likes of MK Ultra, we saw this appear afterwards, and we thought, yeah, this is definitely a little bit stronger, isn't it? Looking at the aim down the sight image, lovely pinkish white, and then immediately at the very top, a very much more noticeable red aim sight, just the tip. So you got this weird monster looking at it as well. So yeah, I mean that should be perfectly fine by all accounts. And if we go over to here and take a look at the Sweet Dreams Custom SMG, which was a collection continuation of the AK-47, I did sit here and say this collection comes across as a very bright and colourful one. I mean, obviously, but the main point is it stands out very nicely compared to a lot of the other skins. More specifically, if I were to look at the likes of AK-47 skins, you can spot the Sweet Dreams compared to all the other ones pretty easily. Yeah. I mean, it didn't help that there's a pink one right there, and we had MK Ultra literally to the side, but if you look at a lot of the generic AK-47s, they are a bit grey or brown or whatever, but then you see the likes of Kiss AR. Oh, wow. If I scroll up to here, we'll take a look and see that, oh, look, Thundergold's standing out quite nicely out right there, so that's turning out quite alright. So, let's just roll with this. Last year we had the likes of Redemption Collection and Chameleon Collection. Initially they were weapon-only collections, but they're nice and shiny and they look very cool and people appreciated them. They were weapon-only collections and yet quite a lot of the weapon skins were in fact in the positive. I initially assumed maybe we could see the same thing on the likes of this. So far we've only had a second skin being accepted, but of course Lies and Cobra have been producing more and more of these skins. If we do end up seeing more and more of these, maybe it might work out quite alright. So, it's in your hands if you want to consider showing your support and whatnot, but the likes of what I see here, I still have that optimism. That AK is only down by 12% at the moment. And we have had Twitch drops literally just after, like literally. Actually no, it was during. And then we have the Spanish event on the horizon. Haven't seen an AK yet. Probably wouldn't surprise if we do see one eventually, but yeah. When you got like anime AK-47s being given away for free, it's kind of hard to... Salvia, Trippy Dream or Anime Girl. The choices, oh god, so hard to play Rust now. Anyway, this is a SAR, and if you like what you see, by all means, consider showing your support. It's a very cool, colourful design, but in terms of, do I want to invest in the likes of this collection? I mean, I already have a strong barge on the AK, and I have picked up a couple so far, so I'll probably just leave it at that. I don't think the custom SMG will retain its value. It's a custom SMG. Gun demand issues. We'll talk more about that tomorrow, of course, because it's abnormal, so yeah, cool. Right, so let's move on from here, and let's scroll down. Let's take a look at these AK-47s. We have quite the batch, yes indeed. And then after that, we also, of course, have the likes of a bolt-action rifle and then an M249. So first up, here's Rotten Man's Gem AK-47, an aim down the sight image. You are a perfect individual, thank you very much. So yep, red aim sight should be useful, should be helpful. It's got all these gems on the side. So are you a fan? Do you like what you see? Then by all means consider showing support. Best of luck to you, Rotten Man. Let's move on to the next thing. Next up we have Constructed. It's a return of the Constructed set. Hedge initially was making these skins. I believe it was in reference to like Meccano. Yep, the old sort of build it at home toy like things, and it does look nice. He's done a very splendid job of it, looking very nice and shiny. You could see how the design of it's all nice and built up there. So if you like what you see, if you're a fan of that, by all means consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Hedge. Let's see how that potentially turns out in the future. Just to point out, this is the stockless version. Oh wow, okay. Biopunk. So, assembling things out of metal just a minute ago, now we've moved on to assembling things out of flesh. I just need more flesh to make it better, so... seems to be a standard black aim sight right there. That should be a-okay, that should be fine. So, yeah, this is something different. Do you like it? Are you a fan? Aim down the sight right there in the night. Doesn't stand out very nicely there. But during the day, it looks to be a standard black aim sight. Alright, cool. So, if you're a fan of that, if you like what you see, by all means, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. NFN. Let's see how that turns out in the future. Next up, we have the Ice Lizard, or rather, sorry. So, we actually looked this in game. A very nice and colourful looking skin. Got the little chameleon there with his long tail. That's looking very nice and cheerful. So, if I were to quickly go over to here and look for the aim down the sight image, I'm going to be very sorely disappointed because Mr. McQuarrie didn't do it. Why won't you give me a proper aim down the sight image? Anyway, standard looking dark green aim sight. Should be right, no, you're quicker. Sorry about that. You're quicker. Sorry, brain. Quicker, Artizo and Shiksa. If you like this design, by all means, consider showing your support. It's pretty colourful and happy. So, yeah, cool. Best of luck to you, Ice Lizard. Next up, what do we have? Taxi! Yes, we got the Taxi AK-47 produced by Jiba and Zihan. Yeah, that's a very weird looking taxi. I'm just going to point that out. Right, so, bright in yellow, pretty goofy, stockless. Do you like what you see? Are you a fan? Do you need a Taxi AK-47? Do you need to get, send your enemies away with a quick taxi ride? Then by all means, you got the Taxi AK-47 right there. Consider showing your support. Best of luck to you too. Let's see how that turns out in the future. Next up, we have the AK-47 Empire. Initially, and some of you might have suspected this, it looks very similar to that sheep in a door that we just had for Rust Kingdoms as a Twitch drop. Nope, it's just a design that he thought of. I asked him, I was like, is that similar? Is that something like you're trying to continue on? Nope, he just thought, cool Roman design. Was it Roman or Greek? I can't remember, I'm so sorry. But yeah, pretty interesting looking design. I think it is ancient Roman. So yeah, nice usage of the red, the whites, the marble whites I should point out, with the gold trim. It does look pretty cool. Aim down the sight, perfection. Thank you very much for that, sir. The lion stares at you. The red aim sight is helpful. You can shoot the scientist. Everything is a-okay. So if you're a fan of that, if you like what you see, by all means consider showing support. Best of luck to you too. Let's move on to the next skin. We have Constructed AR. This is a collection continuation of that Thompson skin that we had accepted not too long ago. So a quick aim down the sight, you can see it's got like a standard reddish-ish black aim sight with the yellow all around it. Should be pretty helpful. Pretty cool looking design. It kind of looks like it's made out of Legos. Yeah. Right, Thompson, here are we. Where are we? I was about to say here, or here we go, or whatever, but then I said here are we, and yep, Hedge talk good, very clever. Right. Okay, so here we have the Constructed Thompson. It's currently looking like it's done a fairly decent job of retaining most of its value, because that sold for $2.49. It's currently listed here at $2.39. So, hey, that's alright. Only one listing below its rust-or price. Only 26 listings on the Steam market. So, yes. Looking at that. Maybe another skin would help it out. Seems to be appreciated enough. Alright then, looking back at the AK, do you reckon that'll do alright? You know, there is the big question of, oh, is it like being used by people who can't afford the likes of the comics designs and whatnot? Because I did bring this up with the likes of all the white Thompsons, they're pretty expensive. Doing better compared to the average Thompson, I should say at the very least. So, you know, we've seen this, seen the prices of the comics AK in the past. Do you reckon that might compete with it? It's got quite a lot of black and yellow. Yeah, we'll see. Regardless, That Thompson is doing very well for itself, and if you think that might be worth jumping onto, it doesn't really have that many barders above $2. Maybe you just might want to do that. Maybe, or maybe make some purchases. Choice is up to you. But it's looking pretty strong. It's looking like it's doing a very good job retaining its value there. So that AK, maybe it might help it out. We shall see. But regardless, best of luck to you all to see. Best of luck to you all to see. If you like what you see, consider showing your support. But I think I'll just kind of take a bit of a step back for now with the collection here, but I would like to see more, and he has been producing more. Odyssey, noticeable problem. This is a collection continuation. You don't have a collection link. Yeah, that might be a problem. You're probably not getting any of these skins accepted because you're not producing a collection link. You need that. That's a rule. That's a new rule. So yeah, point that out. So you see here, MDE, he's trying to build up a collection here. He actually has a collection continuation. You know, he has a collection link. He hasn't had any of these pixel lightning skins accepted yet, but he's prepared. You need to do that, and that applies to all you skin creators out there. You should have a collection link at the bottom of your page if you're building a collection. So start doing that. Cool. Anyway, we've got Pixel Collection Bolt Action Rifle here. This is produced by MDE. Now, like I said, we haven't seen any of these Pixel Lightning skins accepted so far yet. Maybe this could be the first one. However, awkward timing, we do have a Spanish Bolt Action Rifle skin Twitch drop. That's on the horizon for Bellum, number 2, I guess you could say. So, Pixel Lightning Bar, very nice, bright colours, useful red aim sight, should be pretty interesting, should be pretty helpful. So if you like what you see, if you want to see more of this potentially on the horizon, consider showing your support. Best of luck to your MDE. Let's move on to the next skin, the final weapon skin, that being the Nocturnal Beast. So this is a continuation of the AK-47 that was accepted this past week, and I will just point this out, different animal. Looks like Mr. Diaz is going to have a different animal for every skin. And I would like to cement my idea for the squirrel. I want a squirrel, please. Put him in like an Eoka or whatever. That'd be fun. Yeah, that'd be... or a possum. Possum. Okay, cool. So, anyway. Looking pretty cool. Matching up perfectly fine to the likes of what we saw with the likes of the AK-47. That's nice, stylish, pretty standout. If you're a fan of that, by all means, please consider showing your support. Now, let's go take a look at the AK, because it is a skin that's currently in Rust Store, and it is going to be available tomorrow as an abnormal skin. 13,000 subscribers right now. I'll probably end up with about 14, maybe 15,000 subscribers by Thursday. It looks just as good, of course. You know, it got accepted. But, I have to question. This will be a weapon-only collection. Am I feeling optimistic for it? Or am I thinking, well, maybe it might do better compared to the standard skin? Much like how, you know, Sweet Dreams is currently in a strange spot where it did go below its Rust Store price, but it didn't go down that much, so maybe it might work out, maybe it won't, but that's for us to worry about tomorrow. Please consider looking at the description, look at my Twitch link. I will be streaming tomorrow. I will be discussing all of these skins. We'll be doing our abnormal barders, so we'll figure out prices, we'll approach it, do the abnormal barders, look at the support afterwards, then consider if you want to jump in and make some purchases. Alright? So that's fine, but I want to leave it for tomorrow. Look what it looks like by then. By all means, with the design that we have here, produced by Mr. Diaz, if you think, yes, we need to see a full collection of these, and we need to see that squirrel version, I mean, an owl, a raven, an eagle, what else could you think of? Cougars? We've all played Red Dead. You know, Red Dead 2, we had to go hunt those cougars that night. Was it cougars or was it pumas? Something like that? They were not fun to chase and fight. Oh, no, they were not. Anyway, so, hey, we'll see how that turns out. So, cool looking design, but I can't really comment about the AK at the moment. So, best of luck to you, Diaz, and consider showing your support. And that just so happens to be the final weapon/tool skin of the week. So, gentlemen and few ladies, which of these skins was the standout skin for you? Which one was your favourite? Which one do you reckon will definitely be appearing in an upcoming Rust Store? Feel free to comment below. I'm going to take a real quick break, and then I am going to proceed and start talking about the likes of all these clothing and armour skins. Woo, I did not feel good towards the end of that. But yeah, lots of interesting weapons and tools right there. You really do need to add those collection links at the bottom of your skins. It was put in TGG's most recent announcement that Face Punch very likely will just skip skins if they don't have collection links. I know, it's very strict, but they got to do it. So I'm trying my best to warn these people, but I don't think everybody watches me, so shrug. I can only do so much. I know, I know. Right, gentlemen, shall we proceed with the likes of all these clothing and armour skins? First up, we got some very strange ones. We have this Amanita boonie hat. Yes, do you want to turn into a mushroom? Well, we have the perfect boonie hat skin for you. As we look over to here... Wait, did that come with like a poncho? SMN, did it come with... No, was that poncho? SMN, don't tell me you made that poncho and you're planning to release it next week. You can have them as a pair. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, here we are. Anyway, so this is a mushroom-themed boonie hat. But I will say this, SMN, please don't tell me you're going to release that poncho next week. You could have released them both as a group. You could have done that. Anyway, so if that's the case, then hey, if you want to become a mushroom man, the option is available to you. Please consider showing support. Best of luck to you, SMN. Let's see how this turns out. Next up, what do we have? A very, very strange hide shirt. So this is a shirt skin. Do you notice a problem? Yes. It's not a shirt. Looks like they changed their pictures as well. Oh no, I hope they didn't get up. I was joking about how originally she was naked. I mean, it probably wouldn't have been helpful for me, but hey, very nice that they at least did that. But yeah, this is a hide shirt, and it has so much transparency that it looks like it's a necklace. If that seems cool to you, I mean, you know, the poncho, the gold chains and the lay ponchos got accepted, didn't they? If that was allowed, looks like we got skin creators experimenting now. So, with all due respect, okay, really, that's fine. You know, we've had the extremes being met already, and you're trying to see if that could be allowed as well. So, if you want to see even more transparency to this extent with clothing and armor, by all means, consider showing support. But if you thought it was a bit ridiculous in the past, it's up to you. But hey, really, best of luck. Let's see how that turns out. All right then. So here we move on to likes of actual hide shirts and actual hide clothing in general, and we do have a collection continuation there. First up, we have some foresty shadow clothing that might be pretty good camouflage. Sadist, not a bad idea. It's just I'm not sure if Face Punch is super keen for primitive camouflage. I know. It's nice to see, and I know a lot of people would buy it, but I get the feeling that they're worried that, you know, if they keep releasing camouflage skins, people complain. Whereas I am with the stance of, if you keep providing cheap and affordable clothing that can be treated as camouflage, well then you won't end up with a situation where you have Forest Raiders selling for $300. The reason why it's pay to win is because it's so expensive. Provide options. Anyway, with the likes of this, it's very nice, straightforward, and if you like what you see, if you want to be nice and green, please consider showing support. Best of luck to you, Sadist. Right, moving on, we do have a collection continuation here. There was quite a discussion when we saw the likes of the bandana and poncho being accepted the past week. If you want to get all the details, please consider watching my roster rotation video. Scroll into the description, go all the way over to the point where I start talking about the metal bandana and poncho. Skin creators weren't very happy. It is what it is, but hey, GBG still went ahead and produced a continuation for the likes of these two skins. We have hide clothing. It's just as metallic as the two skins. I have worn all of it in game, and I'm slowly turning into a robot. But hey, next batch of skins, I would like to see, I don't know, hide boots or burlap shoes with the likes of some sort of headgear. I'm thinking maybe a burlap head wrap, or maybe a boonie hat. If we're gonna go all in, you know. Let's fully turn into metal. Let's fully turn into machine. Anyway, so, regardless, if you saw that hide shirt and hide pants being accepted, yes, you would expect the likes of these two primitive skins to spike in demand, spike in price, and I will sit here and confirm this. They have not sold that much. They have only done, well, I mean, that's only done 5,800 subscribers at the moment. This has only done 5,200. By default, as of recent, ponchos and bandanas haven't been doing super great as investments. We got a few things standing out quite alright, which is nice to see. But in general, you can see the vast majority of these ponchos aren't holding up very well. And then we look over to the likes of the bandanas, and that's starting to turn into a problem where we see quite a lot of these not holding up very well either. But if we do see collection continuations for primitive clothing, don't matter, I would expect it to spike in demand, spike in price. And with the fact that it hasn't sold that much so far, all the better for it to rise up in price. So you're probably sitting there and saying, oh, should I go buy some then? Well, hold on, this is still in the rush store. We can do abnormal barders tomorrow. That will be a topic for discussion. Both of these are abnormal, so we'll discuss that tomorrow. We'll consider, guys, do you truly believe this will definitely be accepted in the future? Well, I think Face Punch might be a little bit skeptical to a point because, yeah, skin creators weren't exactly happy. Just to give you some brief context, Facepunch recently asked, hey, we want to improve the quality of choices to pick from, and then they picked the metal poncho and bandana, so yeah, bit odd. As I said, please consider watching my roster rotation video. Scroll down and skip ahead to the point where I start talking about it. All the details are there. Anyway, so with that, it does look interesting. But that'll be something that we'll get a good idea of how we approach it tomorrow when we discuss abnormals tomorrow on my stream. Look at the description for my Twitch link. I've said that like 5 times already today. Let's move on. Right, Hazmat Bucket Helmet. We don't get many bucket helmet skins, do we? I'll be honest with you, that looks good. You know, I'm fine with that. You know, where's the rest of the Hazmat? Lost it. So, hey, Volt Illusion, you've been putting out some very cool, interesting, creative ideas recently, and I will give you like a lot of respect with that. I'm surprised no one's done that yet. I reckon someone might have, but that's pretty smart. That's pretty clever. And maybe, just maybe, that might be the first bucket skin to be accepted in, what, like 2-3 years now? Last one was the KFC one, wasn't it? So yeah, if you're a fan of that, if you like what he puts out, please consider showing your support. Volt Illusion, props to you. I like that. That's really clever. So, good stuff. Right, keep up the good work. Next up, what do we have? We've got some hoodie and pants. Hoodies and pants. Hoodies and pants. I've got lots of hoodies and pants to show off to you, and I'm pretty sure you're going to like all of them. Starting off with the Voltage Worker hoodie and pants produced by Delarai. Get a good look, it's nice and colourful. Do you like the pattern? Do you like the design? Well, you know what to do. You can go ahead and show your support. Yep, cool. So, looking pretty nice there. Best of luck to you there, Mr. Delarai, guys. If you like the design, please consider showing support. I sung it to you. Why aren't you doing it? Right, next up, what do we have? It's the Gold Quartz hoodie and pants. Sorry, I say poncho. That is the only image that we have to really show it off. So, if you like what you see, if you like the gold and the blues, show your support. Best of luck to the likes of you, Motio Hatborough, Sam Dandin. Next up, what do we have? We have her Crypt hoodie and pants. Whoa, that's cool. Not so much a texture, more of a pretty cool looking stylized bit of hoodie and clothing. It's kind of like actual armor there, but it's not. It's all texture. Very nicely well done there. That is awesome. So that's produced by Nolfa and Jimmy Tedeschi. Where have you whipped this out of? I was not expecting anything like this from you two. I've got to give you credit. I'm quite impressed. I've just found out that I think the maintenance has just gone through as well. Oh no. So let's just take our time, slowly go through this, and hopefully it won't be sticking around. So yeah, this hoodie and pants crypt design is looking really, really good. I don't think I'm going to be able to look at the image. I can, okay. I'm impressed. I like it. So yeah, if you're a fan of that as well, please consider showing support. Best of luck to you too. Let's see how that turns out in the future. Next up, we have Forest Camo hoodie and pants. So yep, every now and then we get someone making an attempt for it. Like I said to just a little bit earlier, if you want to combat the problems with pay-to-win clothing and armor, you know, provide more affordable, cheaper alternatives. Flashbacks could have been it. It can still technically be it, or this instead. Yeah, Forest Camo hoodie and pants. It's straightforward in what it wants to be. It's straightforward in what it's, you know, how you can use it and whatnot. So if you like what you see, by all means, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. Legacy. So yeah, it's as straightforward as that. And then we have Free Rider Road Sign Gloves. This was a collection continuation for something that hasn't had a skin accepted just yet. You might recall that we had this tier 3 armor in the previous week. You know, the one with the transparent face mask, the headband face mask. Pretty cool. Well, now we've got these gloves, and hey, they look nice. I think they're perfectly fine. I would have sat here and said this, Mr. Verona. You could have made some boots as well. He just probably didn't fancy doing it. Shrug, whatever. So, hey, cool looking. Do you like it? By all means, consider showing your support. And yeah, let's see how that turns out. Right, I'm dreading this. Are we actually going to be able to look at the final skins? I probably should just... Oh, we can. Oh, good. Right, perfect. Right, because we don't actually have that many left. We're done. Right, so, Overheat Road Sign Helmet, Vest, and Kilt. Yes, it's gonna be a continuation for Flavor Town. No, it's Overheat Collection. Yeah. Do you like flames? Do you think they look cool? Well, why not have a full set of flames and look even cooler? Well, no, you're not gonna be cool. You're gonna be hot, boiling. Anyway, yeah, it's tier 2. So if we can just refer back to like the previous week. Hello there, Overheat boots and gloves, and of course the hoodie and pants. So, gentlemen, we're expecting this, we're anticipating this, and now we got the next core piece being submitted. Tier 2 has been submitted. Will it be accepted? Can't guarantee it. But I will sit here and say this. If we were to see it being accepted, yes, all of that right there, in front of you, right there, yeah, that'll go up in price by quite a lot. Yes, indeed. Now, just to point out, that did like 12,000 subscribers. This did about just over or around 11 to 10,000, 10 to 11,000. Yeah, that's not that much, and all the better for it to rise up in price. Yep. So, if you're feeling optimistic, if you truly believe, yes, everything's making sense, the flavours, the taste, it's going to be beautiful. Surely Face Punch will accept this. Well, by all means, consider looking at the likes of those boots and gloves and hoodie and pants, because, yep, when a new core piece is accepted, the pre-existing core pieces are expected to spike demand, spike in price, and that does include also the boots and gloves. It's looking pretty nice. It's looking pretty good. So, Overheat, let's see how that turns out. Do you like what you see? Are you a fan? By all means, please consider showing your support. Johnny, old boy, it's lovely to see this. Keep up the good work. I wouldn't rush into doing tier 3 just yet. Consider doing something different for a while, and then hop back onto it and do tier 3. Don't have your tier 3 competing with your tier 2. Consider doing like a bandana. That wouldn't hurt. That would be pretty cool. Bandana. What else could you do? Maybe you could do like a I don't know, a hat. Why not? A burger hat. Go on. Do it. Alright, anyway. So, regardless. Let's see how that turns out. Best of luck to you. Let's see what happens next. Do you like cats? I mean, we did have that thing earlier at the Cat Cafe. You can truly become a kitty with the tiger face mask. Mr. Jessin, how are you doing? Let's go read the comments. What do we see? Oh, here we go. Right, so we've got a meow, and then we've got another meow, and we've got another meow, and we've got a meow, 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 and we've got a meow, and then we've got a meow. So yeah, clearly everybody likes it, and they need it right meow. So... so, I think he's got some fans. I can't translate cat, but I'm pretty sure that those are happy meows going on right there. So yeah, feel free to hop in and share your appreciation by offering a nice meow as well. I'm pretty sure Jessin would greatly appreciate it. But yeah, tiger stuff. So just to repeat, not too long ago we have been seeing some commits being mentioned of tigers potentially being added to Rust. In what way, in what form, we don't fully know, but there's been rumblings of that new biome. Where do tigers like to live? In cereal boxes. Okay, fine, cool. But yeah, jungle, volcanoes, who knows? Would it come out now, do you reckon? Do you reckon they're just going to magically reveal the new biome just like that? Because if you aren't fully well aware, there was mentions of a biome being introduced this year at the very beginning, back in January, when they had like a roadmap being like kind of talked about. So yeah, what do you reckon? Do you like it? By all means, like, the tier 3 armour. Tier 3 armour, look at that. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I want to be a cute kitty. So, yeah. Best of luck to you, Jessin. Do you want to be a cat? Right meow. Please consider showing your support. Right meow. Meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow. What noise does a fish make? Blub, 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 blub. So... not too long ago, we just so happened to have a certain pair of roadside pants in the Rust store that didn't sell that much, and I was like, guys, you might want to look at that one. It might be a very, very, very interesting potential investment. Why is that? Because, well, you might consider the skin creator seeing his roadside pants magically, randomly being accepted in a Rust store after 2 years and 5 months in the workshop. Would probably consider, oh yeah, maybe I should go ahead and produce the other parts of the core pieces. It's all in the positive for a reason. People like fish. I wonder why. Something spoon related probably. Regardless, for what we see here, it's an in-demand collection, and those pair of pants are already in the positive ever so nicely. There was a lot of support, there was a lot of demand for this. Why? Because we are fully expecting, potentially on the horizon, to see the likes of that fish collection, getting acceptances again. Now, here's the question. Was this pair of pants accepted as a one-off? Because technically speaking, if you just kind of look over to here, maybe they just feel, oh, I bet loads of people really want this because, we never got the final the tier 2. Just to repeat, this kilt was submitted separately from the likes of the coffee can and a vest. That was back in 2021. And of course, 2.5 years later, finally we got this being accepted. Are Face Punch willing to want to have even more being accepted? And will it happen? Will we see the acceptance? Will we see that appear? Will we see the likes of this go up even higher? This sold for 99 cents in the Rust store last week. With barders already well above $1. People are feeling very, very, very optimistic. Now, I will sit here and say this. I have a video we can take a look at if you really want. So, here we are. I am wearing this with flashbacks. I have to sit here and say, the tier 3 isn't really that green. Plus, of course, with the face mask with the transparency, you're gonna see the people are gonna see your face, especially if like got a very white character like mine. The annoying thing is I look exactly like my character, but she's a woman. Alright, anyway, just focusing this. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's in demand still. It would be a new core piece. That kilt will spike in demand, spike in price, and very likely a lot of these other fish skins would probably still rise up even higher. We also had a discussion on Monday. We were questioning what's the most approachable, affordable, and probably best green AK-47, because very weirdly the Ruins AR is quite expensive. We compared it to the Fish AK. Fish AK is so much more green. And yet Ruin AR is the one that keeps getting all the attention. So, do you reckon Fish AK might go up in price as well? We'll see. We'll see. People like it. People want it, Face Punch. Can't see a reason why you wouldn't want to do it. So, yeah. In terms of investing, I'm feeling very optimistic. And if you missed out on the kilts, maybe you might want to jump in now. Yeah, you'll be paying a little bit more, but how high do you reckon it would go if it were to be, if we were to get those core pieces accepted? So, as I look over to here, very thin. That could easily go up and above $2. Like, look at it. Like, there's nothing. 5 2 2 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 3 1 1 2 1 1 1 1 1 4 2 1 1 1 6. Nothing. 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 Look at the support. So yeah, point made. Things are looking very optimistic with the likes of that. Shedmon, you're in a very good spot right here. Shedmon, don't rush into doing the hoodie and pants just yet. Wait it out. Probably do another fish-related skin that's not hoodie and pants for a while. Maybe a fish bandana. I mean, that couldn't hurt. Fish boonie. Fish bandana. Yeah, no, that'd be fine. You know, just don't rush into doing another core piece. You don't want your skins competing with each other. That's the thing. I already mentioned that earlier today. Literally 10 minutes ago. So, yeah, cool. Anyway, stop the rambling. Let's stop. That's a wrap. That's all the clothing and armour. Out of all those skins, which one was your most favourite? Meow. Moving on. Which one do you reckon will most likely be accepted? Feel free to comment below. And out of all the skins today, which one impressed you the most? Which one stood out to you the most? What are you looking forward to? Cool. Right, I'm actually going to add an extra batch of skins because what's going on? We've got a Spanish Twitch event taking place in about a week's time. So if I quickly hop over to here, I do have all the Spanish skins, I believe. Let's just double check and make sure we haven't had like a new one appear over the course of this video. And the workshop is still working good. Right, if I could quickly load up all of these. Good. Right, so we actually looked at all of these on Monday. We have the likes of Ricoy's bolt action rifle. Yeah, good, look at that. Very nice, very cool. Aimed down a sight, blue aim sight at night time, very visible. So if you aren't fully well aware, ever since we've had the likes of nightlight being introduced, there are a lot of weapons that you can see at night, more specifically their aim sights. So I might be making a video showcasing that, because I did do that for the Trainwreck's LR300, the blue gem. Yeah, right, cool. We also got the Carola Furnace. This looks amazing. Like, Carola keeps getting really cool skins being made. His garage door looked very nice, and he's sticking with the Viking theme. You got like a Jormungandr-oriented sort of furnace. You got all these runes placed all around it. Apparently that's his name, Carola's name in like ancient Nordic. So, cool. And then, yeah, you look at it at night time, the glow, the lighting, the eyes, it's awesome. So props to him. That's a lovely looking skin. Props to Sadis for making such a lovely looking skin. Then we've got the likes of the Xokas Rock. I mean, it's a rock with his brand on it, and if you look at it at just the right angle when you inspect it, it tells you to shut up. So, okay, cool. Then we have the likes of the Aroyitt MP5. Get a go at this. Sorry if I mispronounce anything. I'm English. I'm English. So yeah, my pronunciations might not be very good. So, get a good look at that. Very nice, very cool. Aim down the sight. Aim down the sight. Aim down the sight. Coach Sam! Where's my... Thank you. We yell at him a lot. So yeah, we got the aim down the sight image, and I can confirm you can kind of see this quite alright at night time. You do see the aim sight enough, so yeah, cool. If you're going to run around at night time with an MP5. Good piece of work, Kosem. Next up, we got the, you got the cute hoodie, alright? We had our Mouse's hoodie, the previous one for Rust Kingdoms. Now you have a banana. Do you want a banana? Peel it down and go. So this is produced by Cavency. It's CrystalMolly's hoodie. It's bright, it's pink, and it's got a cute little banana in front. It's got stars, it's got a lightning bolt. Does that impress you? Well, that'll be given away for free. Yes, all of these Spanish skins that we're taking a look at right now, they're going to be Twitch drops. We're going to have the Bellum event take place between June 10 to June 17. So while some of these might look very strange to you, they're free. They're free. So yep, that right there is ELDED's Facemask. And then over to here we have a VEGETTA777 Thompson Twitch drop. Nice bright and purple with a purple aim sight. It's perfectly fine, and it's got this gold trim. So I should point this out to you. As of now, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 skins. If we were to remind you of last year's Bellum event, so if I just go over to here real quickly, in total we had like 14, 15 skins, 2 of them being general drops. One of the content creators had 2 skins because it was a hoodie. It was a tier 3 set. Out, just hit my hand again for like the 100th time this video. So over here, if I type in Bellum, you will then find the likes of those general drops, and then I will hop over to here, go to the item details. You will see all the other. There you go, perfect. So we're probably expecting about that amount. All right. So there's 16 skins here. 2 of them were general drops, and Rubius had technically 2 skins, but if you watched him for 2 hours, you got 2 skins. So cool. I will sit here and say this. We are expecting, because I did bring this up not too long ago, we're expecting some sort of sequel to the sheet metal door and the small box. They have glow in the dark. Small box has transparency. What might be a sequel to a sheet metal door, I wonder? Maybe a double door? Maybe a garage door? And with the likes of a small box, I mean, large box. Come on now. So, yeah. It is what it is. That's the expectation. All the skins are there. Very nice, very cool. I will link these in the description of the video. Yeah. So, look down there if you want to find that, because, of course, I'm not going to make, like, a collection for it. And I would believe TGG will make a collection of all these Twitch drops when we get very close to the beginning of the event. So, just to confirm with you, if I go over to here, if I type in Bellum Rust, and if we go over to here, now, I know this is very loud, so I'm going to mute the tab. I'm not going to accidentally make that mistake again. So from what we can see here, we can see all the people that are taking part in the event. Looking very nice, looking very cool. Scroll. Here we are. If I go to the very end of this video, very cool looking trailer, I'll give them that. And then it will confirm that on 10 de junio, 10th of June to the 17th, that's when the event will be taking place. Twitch drops, all available for free. Much like how you obviously engaged to get all the Twitch drops from the Rust Kingdoms event. 2 hours for each person, and then a reasonable amount of hours to get the general drops. Divide and conquer. Originally it was going to be the 9th, but it's the 10th now, so just to confirm, it is the 10th. Right then, so I think that's everything. Has Hedge finally stopped yapping? Yes. So I'll just repeat this earlier, and I'll say it again. On Mondays, I am putting the effort in to showcase all the newest skins that have been submitted. So, of course, you know, by Monday, we'll probably have about, like, 60 skins, and this was a nice quick showcase to say, hey, we had some pretty cool-looking deployables that were submitted. Get a good look at all of these. They glow in the dark and whatnot. Of course, I also showed the Tier 2 armour. So, honestly, if you just want to turn up and say, Hedge, I like the looks of that skin, can we take a look at that in-game? I'll do it. I'll do it right in front of you. You're more than welcome to ask. But, of course, not every single skin will be submitted by then. So, yeah, cool. I have Sauron stares at you. And, of course, that's my Twitter. So, you're more than welcome to take a look. If you look in the description, you'll see the links to my Twitter. You should be well aware that I always retweet all the skins that have been announced by the skin creators. Yeah, you get the idea. Look at that glow. Ooh, beautiful. Lovely, beautiful glow. And then the eye of Sauron stares at you. So, yeah, Hedge... He rambles a lot, but he reposts a lot. Lots of interesting things have been appearing. It's looking ever so nice. And if I go over to here real quickly, I can just quickly point out that we are going to have June Force Wipe. It is this Thursday. Lots of quality of life changes. Lots of things to look forward to. And if I quickly hop over to here, we, of course, have many things that seem to be lightly worked on at the moment. In the lead up to, you know, June Force Wipe, we're looking at things potentially where we're going to have the pedal bike being introduced to Rust. Travelling Vendor seems to be okay. Hood and Cuffs seems to be ready. Radtown Redux, I'm not 100% sure. It might, but they didn't mention it in that tweet. Maybe they're not 100% sure yet. But based on the fact they've been working out on it for like the past 2 months, I think it'll be ready. We shall see. But regardless, the amount of quality of life changes that are coming, oh, mate, you're going to look forward to it. So, yeah. Things are looking good. The player count as of now is okay. Last year, for June Force Wipe, we had 161,000. Will we surpass that? Will we end up with more average player count? I'm looking forward to it. Summer is here, and with that strong push for more people playing, more demand for skins, hopefully much better skin prices. So, yeah. Things are looking good. Things are, in fact, looking good. So that, in fact, was the that's the end. We're done. Thank you very much for watching. I will be streaming, of course, tomorrow, as I said, doing the abnormal barders. You're more than welcome to hop in. You're more than welcome to ask questions. I'll try my best to help you out. Try. Do be aware, Hedge rambles a lot. So, I mean, he's done this whole video, what, an hour and 40 minutes? You said there's a lot less skins this week. Yeah, but there's a lot more to talk about. So it is what it is. Thank you all. Thank you all for watching. Catch you later. And yes, listen, if you're a skin creator, if I did miss your skin, I'm very sorry. Feel free to message me. I can at least show it on stream and whatnot. At least, you know, a lot of people still see it. So, regardless, once again, thank you very much for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. Have a lovely week. Have a lovely Force Wipe. And look forward to much better prices for the foreseeable future up until the autumn-fall seasonal dip that starts in September.